Okay, quick follow-up on our free pick. We meant to send this out last night, guys, and I just didn't send it out. Just dropped the ball. Got up this morning and realized I hadn't sent it, and so sent it out this morning. Did not realize there's an hour delay on our email. So the free pick didn't get out till the market was already open and trading. So we owe you 2 free picks next week. But in a nutshell, it was this week was DRE, a break of yesterday's high. 938 was the trigger, and it ended up going to 954. Really, no big deal, uneventful. And closing it looks like at 948, so not a big one there. We did have a couple nice plays today. Probably the all-star from the day was TEN. Look at that break there today. On an intraday basis, I'll show you what we did. Called it right here at 15.16 with a stop at 15.08. That's only an 8-cent risk, and from 15.16 ran all the way to 16.49 for a huge profit potential there, especially considering just a few hours. So that was probably the star of the day. And even though this might not help anybody, I'm going to share with you something that I missed really big today. We always gather in the pre-market in our chat. I project a few charts for everybody to look at. One of our members, Carl, pointed out SGY gapping up. And this is in the pre-market, before the market opens. And I looked at it and said, saw where it was gapping to around 977. Really close to a recent high. This is a 100-day chart and above a lot of this trading here. So I went out and showed everybody the 1-year chart and said, wow, look at that. This thing's gapping above this. This thing was about 60 bucks about a year ago, and a long sell-off and then a sideways move and then a gap up. That's about the favorite setup for me in the world. And I really dropped the ball because whenever you see a setup like this, should have had 200% of my attention for the first few minutes of the day. And I get to clicking around early and watching the market and just drop the ball. So you ever see a setup like this? Well, there's the daily chart. I'm going to zoom in and show you the 1-minute setup because it met everything I teach on a daily basis, and I just dropped the ball here. Zoom in because it's hard to see 1-minute candles at the end of the day. Early high, these are 1-minute candles at the open, of 979, went down to 950 at the lowest. Okay, so now you've got a 29-cent range, and then went sideways. So the buy is a break of that early high, which was 979, so 980 right here. Worst case stop goes below the low of the day at 949, so you've got a 31-cent risk. And remember the daily chart we showed you. That's not bad on a $9 stock and a daily chart that looks poised to rip, okay? So 980 was your trigger, okay? Break of that early high. Zoom out using 5s. And from 980, this thing went all the way to 1121. Huge profit potential for a day. And we did have a couple members take this. I don't know, my head was in the clouds or my head was somewhere that I can't say in a video, but totally missed it. Just wanted to show you the setup and how well it worked on everything we teach. I mean, you don't get too many great setups like that. So, in the future, if I get a setup like that, I'm not going to look at any other stocks for the first 10 minutes or so. Just wanted to share that with you. We owe you 2 free picks next week, absolutely. And I hope everybody has a great weekend. And we'll talk to you again next week.